4G. Woo!
Flying to victory in a plane he built in his garage.
Oh, we lost 20 knots there, though.
Yeah.
Squadron Leader Ben Polwin is used to flying multi-million-pound fast jets, but this Van's RV7, which took him 4 years to build, led him and his wife Sophie, a former Royal Canadian Air Force and RAF pilot, taking home the prestigious Schneider Trophy in their first competitive air race.
Our whole feeling was the fact that we've got an aeroplane that I built in the shed that we could participate in one of the most prestigious air racing events. Winning it was never on the cards.
Ben dedicated the win to his sister Hannah, who passed away last year, and to his friend Squadron Leader Mark Long, who died when his Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Spitfire crashed during a training sortie.
We'd spoken a lot about air racing, and I'd flown him in the aeroplane not long before he died, sadly, and I thought it was quite fitting to race that event with his name on the tail.
What do you think he would have made of you winning it?
He'd have probably given me some banter over it, I suggest. He'd been quite proud of it.
What was he like?
Incredibly talented pilot, untouchable, really, in my opinion, and many others, and but incredibly humble with it. He had immense talent in aviation, but you never felt like intimidated by it. He was always trying to better other people and take you with him.
Ben's win brought the trophy home to the RAF for the first time in more than 30 years. The competition was launched in 1912 and was designed to push aviation design to the limit.
The Schneider Trophy was won 3 times in succession by the RAF and became its property.
It was announced in 1912 and its first race was in 1913. And it was originally to encourage development in civil aviation, which it was an all-out speed race with floats, all seaplanes, which it was finally won for the 3rd time in a row by the high-speed flight unit of the Royal Air Force, all 3 RAF pilots.
Seaplanes streaking at 340 miles an hour indicated the enormous strides taken by aviation since the last war and its likely importance in the next. By a merciful providence, the new models developed from the Schneider Trophy seaplanes were just coming into production when the present World War began. The fact that quality has been the hallmark of the RAF becomes of infinite importance now that quantity is also demanded.
Those 3 aircraft that won it in a row from the high-speed flight unit were they were all Supermarine aircraft, S5, S6 and S6B respectively. Supermarine obviously went on to build the Spitfire, and we all know the history of that. So their involvement in the development of that S5 through 6B clearly had an impact on the Spitfire in its eventual form.
In 2024, the race is just under 30 nautical miles and involved 10 aircraft this year. You have to get through the Merlin Trophy the day before in order to qualify. So after doing that, Ben decided to change his game plan for the Schneider Trophy, a risk that ultimately paid off.
I had a sleepless night on the Saturday night and thought there's got to be a better way of doing this, because the course is subtly different, the turns are tighter, and you've got much less time to make up any positional errors. The navigation is harder because you're pointing at a little buoy out to sea rather than following a road or trying to find a corner of a wood or something. So I decided that it was better off turning significantly tighter and sacrificing the speed loss to be pointing in the right direction rather than trying to maintain that speed, which is what we typically do during the pursuit races.
I don't know if people will appreciate just how far out of the realm of possibility we thought that winning that was going to be. It was strictly just taking part in his memory, doing our best.
I think it was on the flight home that it started to become clear that we'd won it, and then speaking to colleagues and at work and various other people, that I realised there was much more interest in this than I perhaps thought. I've got the bug now, so every weekend possible we'll be participating in the air racing championship, and hopefully it's now a hobby we both have that we both want to pursue together, which is great fun.
Well done, aeroplane. I have built a Schneider Trophy winner.
Get it out.
Yay! Oh, you're way off the center line here.
I know, I don't
Can you
care.
focus on taxing the airplane, please?
Where's the wind? Why did you bring everything back down to earth?
Well, because I just looked over and I thought we were about to go in the grass.
I'm looking at the grass.
Okay.
A nice moment.
Sorry.
Ruin it with a telling off.
Sian Greshek, Melbourne, BFBS Forces News, Lincolnshire.
Thanks for watching. For more from Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.